Today I'm going to be talking about IPM control for fire ants. Fire ants can be a major backyard pest for many homeowners in the southern United States. They were imported from South America around 1933 on shipments. They can be identified by their large mounds and painful bites. The bites can leave a person with blisters that are very uncomfortable. A small percentage of the population can be deadly allergic to them. Any disturbance of the nest will cause them to rush out of the nest to attack whatever disturbed them. There are several steps to prevent fire ants from entering your yard and some to help remove them once you have an infestation. Below is a guide to help manage fire ants in your backyard called the PAMS approach. This stands for Prevention, Avoidance, Monitoring, and Suppression. Following this guide can help leave your backyard fire ant free, leaving you and your family to enjoy your backyard. Preventing fire ants from getting into your backyard in the first place can be the most cost-effective way of dealing with the problem before it starts. You can inspect potted plants or shrubs that you buy and see if you can spot any nests that may be established in the potting mix. If you choose to lay sod instead of sowing grass seed, then it is important that you ask where the sod was from and were fire ants in that area. Avoidance. If you already have fire ants in your yard, then there are ways to avoid a major infestation. There are plants that can be planted to help deter fire ants from entering your yard, such as southernwood or plants from the mint family. Keeping other insects out of your yard can also deter fire ants because you are removing the food source from the area. Certain mulches such as cedar shavings can keep fire ants out, while ground cover like rotting leaves can encourage colony establishment. Keeping a close eye on your yard is the best way to see if you have new colonies setting up. You can notice them by the large mounds of dirt they build at the entrance of their colony. If you monitor your yard correctly, you can prevent a major infestation that can be expensive to deal with. If you do find yourself in that infestation, there are a few ways you can deal with them. Baits can be an effective way to kill fire ants while being rather inexpensive. The bait is put out and the workers carry it back to the nest and consume it. Some baits kill workers after they consume enough of it, while others sterilize the queen, causing the hive to eventually die because no new workers are being produced. There are also contact pesticides that can be used to control fire ants. These come in the forms of dust, granular, and drenching. It is best to apply these pesticides in the fall when the temperatures are between 75 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit. So during the day in the fall and spring, and in the evenings during the summer are the best times to treat mounds. After treating, go back several days later and check the surrounding area for smaller mounds that are starting from surviving ants. Treat new mounds the same as before, and you should be able to eliminate their nest. If you do not treat the small mounds that are formed, then you can end up with a larger infestation than what you started with.